Welcome to the Business Action Awards 2020. Congratulations and celebrations. Oh, hello there. That dates me a bit, doesn't it? I'm celebrating the winners of the Business Action North Devon Business Awards 2020. Or at least I would be, at a massive awards event at the Landmark Theatre. But instead, I'm at home. And instead of sipping lovely North Devon made bubbly, I've got a small glass of sherry, which will probably amuse my social media followers. But Alan Williams and I are not going to let this dampen our spirits, and we will be announcing the winners in a series of videos. We'd like to thank everyone involved in the Business Action Awards this year. Our 8 splendid sponsors, our 7 generous judges, our 104 excellent entrants, our 44 fantastic finalists, and our 11 wonderful winners. Thank you very much and congratulations to you all. And before we find out when the videos will be published, here's a message from our headline sponsor, Philip Milton of Philip J. Milton and Company plc.
Hello, my name is Philip Milton. I'm the Managing Director of Philip J. Milton and Company plc, a firm I established 35 years ago. It's been really surreal these last several months as we've all been coping with this awful virus. It's been a tragedy for many families as well, as they've lost loved ones, and we can't help but forget them too. But there are the consequences, the financial consequences, the economic consequences, and the investment consequences of what has happened and what we shall all need to continue doing as well through the other side. I'm sitting under a very small mulberry tree. This is in our garden at home, and I'm very appreciative of the privilege that we have to have a good place to have engaged in this social distancing and isolation. However, it reminds me of John Milton, one of my forebears, the poet, who allegedly sat underneath a mulberry tree in Cambridge University when he composed Paradise Lost, and then he wrote Paradise Regained as well. So I think it is appropriate for us not only to consider the negatives of what's happened with this virus, but also to look through to the other side and to realise that there will be opportunities and there will be a return to some semblance of normality, hopefully sooner rather than later. And give it a few years and we shall look back and wonder what all this has all been about. Obviously with taints of sadness for some of the losses that we've all endured as well. The economy has been hit very hard across the world, and in some regards we can say at least the whole world is in the same boat. So there aren't individual consequences that might affect one economy and not others. And we will all bounce back, and probably more quickly than many think. But through the other side, the new may be very different to what we were used to beforehand. Not only, of course, will social distancing have to continue, and we need to be very sensible, perhaps use common sense, which is an expression that unfortunately isn't as common as it should be, but that is what we will have to do to make sure that there are not further outbreaks of this virus, and therefore further lockdowns required as a result. But what about the investment markets? They have been hit harder than they were hit in the 1929 Great Depression. Since then they have bounced back very significantly, but we have to try to see where things are at the present time and what do we expect for them going forwards. Interest rates are extremely low, and that is partly because of central government spending and a commitment, and that has been very helpful to at least keep the economy base on an even keel. But at some point, the additional possible £1 trillion that the British government alone will have spent will have to be funded. We have to think about these things. And we as financial advisors, we cover the whole gamut of financial advice from investment management. We actually undertake those day-to-day decisions for our clients as well. We're ISA managers too. We give tax advice and we also help people when it comes to the other end of their lives with wills and dealing with estates and trusts and things of that nature. And we are indeed one of the largest independent firms in the whole of the West Country, and we have a great team with brilliant qualifications, and it's our pleasure to be able to help so many people, and through this as well to handhold through what are very, very difficult times affecting us all. But keep safe. I hope my comments are helpful to you. If you need any advice at any time, you know where we are. We're in Barnstable. Drop us an email, give us a call. We've got a skeleton staff that's operating there that can take messages, and we will come back to you as quickly as we can. All the best.
Thank you very much, Philip. And thank you to all our sponsors and judges who have recorded video messages for our winners' videos. And let's remind ourselves of all our 44 fantastic finalists.
The winners will be announced daily online at our website business-action.co.uk, on our YouTube channel, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. The first winner will be announced on Tuesday the 16th of June at 2 p.m. Congratulations and celebration.